Hello again, class. So, after you have filled in all of the things on your food journal, everything you ate and drank for both days, then you're going to do two different things. You're going to add a couple different things to it. You will go into, again, back to our little nutrition folder, and you'll see Nutrition Week 2 in class and at home. And this is what we worked on for that week: the Daily Dozen and the Dining by Traffic Light. I would highly recommend watching these videos beforehand so you know sort of what they're about and what they're trying to do, what their purpose is. So watch the Dining by Traffic Light first and then watch the Daily Dozen, but you'll open up these templates and work with them from there. So with the Dining by Traffic Light, what we'll be doing is, as you saw with mine, hopefully, everything's all painted up red, green, or yellow. And that's what you're going to do with your own food journal. Everything in it will either get highlighted red, it will get highlighted yellow, or it'll get highlighted green. And green things are like the good things, the really good things that you should hopefully be eating a lot of. It is any unprocessed plant foods. And by that, it means basically like fruit, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, beans, legumes, whatever, as long as it's natural and from the earth, and there's nothing bad added to it, and nothing good taken away. So, sort of like I have on my food journal, I do have lightly salted nuts. I got these mixed nuts, and I know if we look back here, if we check, any nuts or seeds are going to be green, but since I added a little bit of salt to them, it makes them yellow. And you can do that in your own food journals as well. I listed off all of the different nuts, and these nuts by themselves are green. They're great, but since I lightly salted them, unfortunately, it changes them to yellow. But they're still good for me. It doesn't make them like inherently bad because they're salted. It just, it adds a little bit of salt. Same with these baby carrots, potatoes, and onion that I had. Those would all normally be good things, but since there was like beef broth with it and like this roast beef and the little bit of salt and pepper that I had with it, it makes these green things, it makes them yellow then. After you doctor them up, after you process them a little bit. Or fix them up in any sort of way. Same with like apple juice or orange juice. Things of that nature are going to be yellow. Same with any unprocessed animal foods. So things like grilled chicken, if you had a steak, if you've got pork chops, beef, anything like that, anything that is or that comes from an animal is going to be yellow, just as it is. So again, yeah, things like eggs or plain yogurt, I would say very, very plain, very whole, maybe like Greek yogurt would be a yellow food. But once you start getting more towards the American style yogurts, like Yoplait or Go-Gurt, things like that, they add a lot of artificial flavorings, they add a lot of artificial colors, and they add a lot of sugar too. So because of that, those would then become red. They are highly processed plant foods, or highly processed animal foods, or even just any sort of processed animal food is going to be red. And likewise, ultra-processed plant foods are going to be red as well. So things like French fries, tater tots, potato chips, I guess those are all potato-y things, but like chips and even like cheese puffs, corn flakes. I mean, corn flakes by themselves, not going to be too bad, but once you turn those into frosted flakes, then that's when it becomes a little red. That's when you add a lot of sugar and you add corn syrup and all of those not great things. It makes it red. So you just sort of have to figure that out at your own discretion, I suppose. And again, if you watch the Dr. Greger video, it will sort of highlight and emphasize what might be green, what might be yellow, or what might be red. And you do have to sort of think as well, because things like cheese, definitely it does come from an animal, but they do have to process the milk and turn it into cheese. So cheese is going to be red, unfortunately. I know, I'm a big lover of cheese. I love cheeseburgers, blocks of cheese, cheese sticks, whatever. it's going to be red. Same with all of your processed meats, like, chicken nuggets, even if if you've got sausage, you've got pepperoni, salami, any sort of lunch meat like bologna, it's all ground up and mixed together and put into meat sausage tubes, whatever those are called. Those are processed animal foods. Those are going to be red. But, if you just have a piece of grilled chicken, if you just have a pork chop, or a steak even, it's going to be yellow. It might not be the best thing for you, it's not really plant-based, but it's still, it's better than manufacturing and processing it. So, yeah, those are going to be yellow. And then processed plant foods too. Like I said, with juices, if you dry fruit and you add a little bit of sugar to it, or even spaghetti sauce or salsa or pico de gallo. Although sometimes with salsa and pico de gallo, it's usually just those individual vegetables chopped up and mixed together. So that would be green. Those by themselves would be green. But spaghetti sauce, like it says here, once you start adding things to it, maybe some salt, some sugar, some oil, whatever, it does become somewhat processed. So it does become yellow. And we can see that. I'll show that to you in my own thing too. So the crock-pot stew, the crock-pot stew is going to be yellow because I added all this broth and some oil, salt and pepper and all that. And the roast beef, since it was just the beef, that's going to be yellow. And like I said, these would normally be green, but because of all of the things that I've added to it, it makes them yellow. And then, a York peppermint patty, any sort of candy or like junk food is going to be red. So, water will always be green unless you add something to it. If you're drinking salt water for some reason, it would probably be like yellow. But if you add like Mio or whatever those little squeezable things are, or if you're dumping Gatorade powder in it, or, you did Tang like I did, it makes the water red. It makes the water not as good. But, then I balanced out the Tang with the water, so, I had to try and keep up that water intake and not just have it be sugar. And then, then I had chicken parmesan. I had a plate of pasta. The pasta, since it would normally be a grain, it gets processed just a little bit and then turned into pasta, so that would be yellow. And I guesstimated, of course, it was a half a plate of pasta. You can look at your food and be like, oh, that's a half a plate. But how much would a half a plate be? I sort of thought it was like half of a chicken breast. I know I didn't have an entire chicken breast, but the chicken breast itself would be yellow with the panko coating, since I added the bread and the other coating on top of it. I didn't fry it. It was all baked, but if I were to fry it, then this whole thing would be red. But, just by itself, it was yellow with a little bit of red. The cooked pasta, again, yellow. And then the pasta sauce. While these individual ingredients, the tomato, the garlic, the onion, whatever else I added into it, those would normally be green, but since I did sort of process them and mix them together, all of that stuff, it becomes yellow. And since I cooked those down and whatever else. And then a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. Like I said, cheese will always be red. Cheese is a processed animal food. It's not going to get any better. The Brussels sprouts, too, that I had with my dinner, the Brussels sprouts would normally be green, but I sprinkled some oil on it, and I had like a little dash of seasonal. I didn't measure out how much. I mean, all in all, it was probably like 1 or 2 teaspoons, but it was over the entire tray of Brussels sprouts that I made. So it was just a sprinkle. So some. I didn't get too in depth with it, and I did try to state how many Brussels sprouts I had. But and sort of like Dr. Greger says too, the ends, the green ends justify the red means. So as long as you're getting the greens in there, even if you do have to have some red with it, it's still okay, because you're still getting those greens. It's still healthy for you. However, it might not be as healthy as if I just ate those Brussels sprouts raw or just cooked plain Brussels sprouts. But, a little bit of sprinkling, a little bit of seasonal is not going to hurt too much. as long as you use it sparingly. Now, I mean, if you're dumping a whole bunch of seasonal and oil over your vegetables, then it might not make it as good as you might think. But you know, it's still okay. You're still getting those green, fibrous things in your body, which is going to be great. So, yeah, what I want you to do then with these dining by traffic light things is you're going to highlight every little thing in here that you ate, either green, yellow, or red. Everything. And then, after that, you will go back here to the dining by traffic light, and you will copy and paste these questions into your 2-day food journal. And it should be, past that, it should be the dining by traffic light questions. You just, sort of like I did, you copy and you paste it in here, and then you answer each of these questions.